I'm not married to Todd.
Doesn't matter.
Well, of course it matters. Todd and Victor have two completely different histories.
And Victor's history is nothing to be proud of. He's every bit as dangerous as his twin brother.
No. If there's anyone who's dangerous, it's this so-called mother who brainwashed him into believing he was someone he wasn't. Now that he knows that, he has the chance to become his own person.
And you think it's that simple? You think he could just erase all that programming whenever he wants? There's no delete button here, Taya.
It's not going to happen overnight, Tomas.
He went to see her. Irene Manning destroyed her own son's soul. And with one phone call, he comes running back to her?
Victor is not some robot, okay? He made the choice to go. It was his decision to go.
How do you know? She was able to completely control him before.
Yes, and he hates his mother for that. He will never let her control him again.
Yeah. Even if that's true, he's damaged. The entire world that he's known has been taken from him. You think he's just going to let that go?
What business is this of yours, anyway?
Desperate people do terrible things, Taya. The man is losing his entire family.
No, he's not. He's not losing me.
I hear you say that, and I think that Bobby must be rolling over in his grave.
What are you talking about?
Our father didn't raise you to be a fool, Taya.
Rex believes that Gigi is still alive?
Yeah, these sightings, that were maybe hallucinations, I don't know, but the way he described them to me, I almost started to think it was possible.
Magical thinking. It's when you want something to be true so badly, you start believing crazy things just so it'll be true. Like milkshakes.
Milkshakes?
Every time I go to visit Matthew, I stop and I get his favorite. Double chocolate, extra thick. And then I take it and I put it on the bedside table, and I keep thinking, I'm going to be patient. One day he's going to sit up and he's just going to smile at me and he's going to reach over. How pathetic is that, huh?
No, it's not pathetic.
Well, there's more.
It's human.
There's more. I hear his voice. As I'm going down the hallway, I think I hear him talking. And even though I tell myself not to rush, by the time I get to his room, I'm running.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
You too?
Yeah. His voice is so clear. You know, and then for a second there, I thought I could hear him laugh. And then I get to the room, and he's still lying there with his eyes closed. So when Balsam tells me that he thinks he sees Gigi, I get it.
You're not just saying this to make me feel better.
No, honey. We love our son. You know, there's so much about him. It lives inside of us, so we can hear his voice. Sometimes it sounds real.
I love you.
And Matthew, he's gonna come back to us, honey. But it's not the same for Balsam. We have hope, and he doesn't.
Rex, I do feel badly for him, I really do.
I know. So do I. And digging up Gigi's grave, it really backfired on him. Because Shane showed up.
Shane was at the cemetery?
Yeah. It was an accident. Balsam didn't want Shane to know that he was digging up the grave, but Shane apparently just decided that he wanted to visit his mother's grave.
Oh my God, that poor kid has had so much to cope with.
I know.
It was bad enough trying to get over his loss, but then to find out that Jack Manning was responsible and that his father, Todd, or what is it, Victor? Yeah, I don't know, helped him get away scot-free.
So you know that you opened the grave because you wanted to find a clue.
Something that everyone else missed. Something that could link Jack Manning to Mom's death. So, was there? Did you find anything?
No, I didn't find what I was looking for, Shane.
Well, then now what are we supposed to do? That was our last chance of getting evidence against Jack.
I'm sorry.
Everyone says that they're sorry, but nobody actually does anything. Even Brody. I asked him to set up a sting, but he...
What?
I had a great idea to make Jack confess.
And you went to Brody. Why?
Because you said that you were going to make Jack and his dad pay, but you never did anything about it.
Hey, Brody. Hey, sweetie. Is Todd here? I called over here before Jessica told me he'd gone out. I was hoping maybe he was back already.
I don't think so. I haven't seen him. You look a little freaked out.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's nothing, but...
What?
Well, the last time I saw Todd, he was freaking out. He was blaming Victor for taking his life, his family, you name it, and I tried to tell him that it wasn't Victor's choice, but he wouldn't hear it, and we got into a really big fight.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so am I, because I think maybe I made things worse than they already are.
How?
Todd threatened to take back what was his, and I tried to call his bluff. Look, he'd already lost years of his life, and I said, do you really want to risk that by shooting Victor? Do you want to go to jail? So I told him that there was a gun in the safe.
Blair, what did you do?
Well, I held it out, and I dared him to take it, but he didn't. He didn't, and I knew that he wouldn't, and he stood there while I put it back in the safe. But Brody, my mistake was thinking that was going to be the end of it, because, my God, now the gun is gone, and so is Todd.